Welcome back to Rayman 3, and if you thought that the first part of the Land of the Livid Dead was pretty, just wait. Just you wait. However, there's nothing that we can do in this area for now, so all we're going to do is we are going to dispatch of these hoodlums, and then we will leave.
Gaseous glutes, Rayman! Check out the size of that tower! Incredible!
Incredible.
I think they'd have an elevator, because I'm just not really into climbing stairs, you know.
This tower is even prettier on the inside, but we are going to be making that climb on foot. Globox, however, is going to wait downstairs. Now, before we go inside, I will go ahead and collect all these gems because, well, for no particular reason, to be honest. Now, I go downstairs here, but this is actually a mistake, because I cannot do anything with this as of yet, because I need a vortex power-up, which I will only get once I have cleared the tower, at least for the first time.
Do have guts. Just ask Andre, he's seen them.
Do you actually see guts if you are inside of them? I'm not sure. This is probably a question that nobody ever wants to think about. And now we finally go inside. And the aim here is to get to the top of the tower and free all the teensies that are locked here in their cages.
Help. 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 I have to go. I have an appointment with my psychic.
And as that teensy flies off to have his psychic appointment, we will continue on with the climb. I love the music.
Help. I'll meet you downstairs.
And we can finally...
One of my brothers is still held captive. Free him, and we'll open up our world for you.
And by our world, that teensy means that he will open up the... well, I suppose you could call it the second section of the tower. Although it's not really a second section at all. But you'll see what I mean once we get there. By the way, in case you're wondering, you don't actually have to press anything to pick up the plum. Rayman just does it automatically when he is standing nearby. I don't really like these sections when you have to carry around things. It's not just plums, we will have other things to carry around later in the game.
Help.
And don't say I can't pick up a vibe just because I'm whacked out.
Okay, now that Teensy has revealed the second section of the tower, which is nowhere near as good as the first one, unfortunately, and soon you'll see why. But first I will collect these gems that are down there, and I'm being very careful because I do not want to have to get up again. There we go. Okay, first of all, this their world of these Teensies, it's infested by hoodlums. That's one thing. And the second thing is, well, you'll see it when we get there. By the way, there's this new type of hoodlum there. In addition to firing 3 shots at once, they're also twice as sturdy as regular hoodlums. And it's something that I really like about the game, because the game keeps introducing new mechanics throughout almost the entirety of the game, and it makes the player adapt the new things, and I really like it. At the same time, it does not make it excruciatingly difficult, because, well, obviously it's a kid's game. But these are the nice touches, and definitely improvements over Rayman 2, which had essentially one same enemy on rinse and repeat throughout the entire game. Now we are about to make another climb, but then the problem will be to get down, and it will not be anywhere near as easy as jumping downstairs, unfortunately. Now this is another really cool thing, because it actually creates an illusion of there being 2 of these hooded sorcerers, I think that's their name. But no, there's just one. Although later in the game we will see situations when we encounter multiple sorcerers at once. And this is what all that detour was for, because we could not progress until the Teensies cleaned out the area. And we still can't, because there's still that lever. But we'll handle this, oops. But we'll handle this as we get there. And now the hard part. And by hard I mean excruciating. It's easy, but it's excruciating. Because you have to get down and you have to use the chute to do it. And this is so slow. Oh god. Damn it. this is not fun. If there's one thing that I really dislike about the game, apart from Murphy and occasional inappropriate crap past the radar, it's this. Ah. I get turned around here for a few seconds because I keep looking for the shoe without remembering that I actually have to get one more level down. Yeah, and yes, Rayman is looking always in the direction of the other shoe, but it's below me, so I cannot find it. Still going. Thankfully, this is easily the longest shoe section in the game, and the only one where you have to do something other than, well, destroying the shoe itself. Thankfully, because I would not have been able to sit through another one. And something tells me that neither would you. So Globox is still drunk, but let's go and get to that gate and see whether something has changed. Spoiler, something has changed. This is the new enemy. And in order to defeat this one, it is a sine qua non that you use the heavy metal fist power-up. Because this guy is armored. And the only way to break past the armor is a charged up heavy metal fist shot. Yeah, and the window of opportunity to damage him is actually very, very small, but it's there. And thankfully you will always have access to these power-ups when you need them. And once again, I don't think I ever show it off in this playthrough, but if you somehow manage to hit him without a power-up when the armor is gone, well, basically when your power-up expires during that window, you will still damage him, although it's going to be cheap damage and it's gonna take a very, very long time. And this is it. All that was just for this shock rocket. And this is it for this video as well. We are entering the third section, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.